Listen, y'all, you just outsmarted a trickster spirit or trickster energy of some sort. There was an individual or some sort of trickster spirit that could have either been sent to you if it was a trickster spirit, or it was an individual or a group of individuals that were trying to get you to ignore your intuition somehow. Whatever these trickster spirits were doing, or these trickster energies, or these individuals that were acting like tricksters, you were able to outsmart them somehow. All right. For some of you all, what it looks like is, like I said, they were trying to get you to ignore your intuition somehow. They could have been trying to get you to believe or think that they were on your side, or that they supported you, or that they knew better than you, or they could have been trying to get you to have your faith waver, so to say, to not be able to trust yourself. They wanted you to either look at them as though they were really for you, or to see them as though they're on your side, or they wanted you to think that something was true that was not true, or that something was real that was not real. All right. So for some of you all, what has happened is this has something to do with emotional manipulation of some sort. Some individual or a group of individuals, one of the ways that they could have been playing these trickster type games were to essentially try to emotionally provoke you, to make you act irrationally out of your emotions, or they were trying to somehow emotionally bond with you, or to make you feel like they were really there for you, or that they really understood you, or that they really cared about you, or that they were really for you somehow. Their hopes was to get you to let your guards down of some sort, or to trust them, or to do something for them that either was not in your best interest, or that they did not deserve for you to do for them. All right. Some of you all, this has something to do with your gifts, your abilities. Maybe you have some sort of gifts or abilities that they can benefit from that they may not have. And so they could have been trying to trick you into using them to help them, or to look out for them, or to support them somehow. Others of you, this could be an individual trying to make you believe that they were the right person for you, or the right one for you, or that you could benefit from them somehow, or that they would give you back something in return for what you did for them. Something of that sort. All right. For some of you all, these individuals could have been trying to convince you to, like I said, do something that was not in your best interest, but rather would have been in their best interest. You see, you could be very spiritually powerful, or very gifted in some way or another, or there's just something that you're really good at, something that you have to offer. And some of you all, there's a lot that you have to offer that a lot of people love. All right. Some of you all, these individuals love what it is that you have to offer, but they may have thought or believed that you would not be willing to work with them, or deal with them, or give them what it is that they want, if they did not somehow try and act some way that they're not, or make you think that they really cared for you when they really don't, or without trying to play on your emotions somehow. They knew that you wouldn't be willing to go for whatever it is they were trying to get you to go for some of you all. For others of you, these individuals have done something in the past, and they were hoping that you got over it, or that you forgot about it, or that you didn't remember or recognize something about them. All right. They may not be who they say that they are, or they may not be the type of individual that they're acting like they are. All right. An example, these individuals could be very misogynistic. I'll just say it like that. All right. Some of them could be prejudiced. Some of them could be very selfish, egotistical, narcissistic, those types of things, but in not good ways. All right. I don't really know how misogyny could be good, but Let's just say it like that, all right? And so these individuals, that's the type of ways that they would present what their true selves really are. Maybe they have some sort of beliefs, and they know that with those beliefs or those ideologies that they have or those ways that they are, you would not go for something, or you would not want to work with them, or you would not want to deal with them, you would not want to team up with them. So they may have acted like they are not those things that they are. An example, if they were misogynistic, they acted like they were not misogynistic, but it is obvious to see. Or they agree with misogyny. If they were prejudiced against you, or the ist word, okay, they acted like they weren't. If they were really a very selfish, egotistical, narcissistic individual, and they were not for your best interest, they acted the opposite. Some of you all, it could have presented in other ways, but those are some of the energies that it's kind of obvious that that's the type of stuff that they were on. Some of you all, they may have acted like they had a lot of money when they really didn't. They could have acted like they really wanted to work with you for you, not for something that you had to offer, or that they weren't trying to manipulate you somehow, or something along those lines. They may say that they agree with you, or they believe the things that you believe, but they really don't. Things of that sort, all right? You have the upper hand in this situation, and you were able to outsmart these individuals because they let their ego get the best of them, whoever these individuals are, or they thought that you were so dumb that you wouldn't be able to see what it is, what they had going on. They thought they were smarter than you, or something of that sort, all right? They could have been hoping that you did not listen to your intuition, or that their whatever trickery they were trying to run on you, they could have been hoping that it would outweigh your intuition. But your ancestors weren't having that. Your angels weren't having that. The divine was not having that. You were able to see the situation for what it really was. Some of you, all these individuals, could have been trying to break you down emotionally to make you think that you were not as valuable, or to try to make you think that you were not as worthy as you actually are. They could have been trying to make you think that you needed them more than you did. Things of that sort, all right? They have some sort of ulterior motives for why they were doing that. Like I said, for some of you all, they were just trying to gain something from you that they know they wouldn't have been able to gain otherwise. Others of you, this could have been a nefarious agenda of some sort, all right? This could possibly have something to do with, you could be becoming more successful. For some of you all, you could be doing really well either without these individuals, okay? Because some of you all, you're not dealing with these individuals anymore. You have left them, or you're not working with them anymore, or you're just not in a relationship with them, or something of that sort. And so they could be trying to make you feel like they have changed, or that they're not what you thought that they were, or whatever the case may be, so that you would be more willing to either take them back, or involve yourself with them, or forgive them, etc., etc. All right? They could have been trying to get you to stand up for them, or to help them spiritually somehow. Some of you all may be light workers, or you have some sort of spiritual gifts or abilities of some sort. And so yeah, they were trying to trick you, from what it looks like, for many of you all, and you were able to outsmart them. You've been there, done that type of thing, so you already knew what was up. Some of you all, these individuals were trying to play off of your fears somehow. Maybe they thought that you had a fear of missing out, or a fear of being alone, or something like that. And they were trying to use some sort of trickery on you to make you feel like you either had no other option but to deal with them or work with them, or to make you think that something was valuable, was not valuable that you were doing, but it was actually valuable. Or they were trying to essentially just kind of manipulate you and get you to do their bidding or to do what they wanted you to do. Others of you, if these individuals were not trying to actually run game on you, so to say, they have somehow exposed themselves. All right, they've exposed their true intentions or how they really are or what they are really about, but they're trying to like cover it up because wow. All right, they could have said something and didn't think you would hear it or that you would recognize it or that you would think deeper about it. They could have done something. It's just they really thought that you weren't as smart as you actually are or something, like, or they just thought that they were smarter than you or that you wouldn't figure something out, but you did. All right. So yeah, so there's some sort of trickster energy of some sort. Some of you all, these individuals could be trying to make it seem like something bad that someone else has done or is doing, that it's not that bad, or that they are you know, someone that you should support or care about or something like that. All right, it could be their beliefs or their perspectives or their views on a situation of some sort that has showed you that these individuals are not people that you want to support or that you want to be there for or that deserve access to some sort of spiritual gifts of some sort that you have, or some sort of fortune that you have, or some sort of love, prosperity, things of that sort. So it looks like some of you all have been doing some sort of very powerful spiritual cleansing recently. All right. This has helped you tremendously. You have been engaging in very beneficial habits. You've been doing really well. There's something that you've been doing for yourself that is very powerful, that is very empowering, that is very motivating, inspirational, and it is really helping you to bring more success into your life, or to get closer to achieving a lot more of your major goals that you may have. All right. You may have moved into a new situation with new individuals who actually do want to see you succeed, who actually do want the best for you, who actually do care for you, and who actually do value you. All right. Others of you, that's what they could have been trying to keep you from doing. They could have been trying to make you think that an individual was your enemy when they weren't, or they could have been trying to make you think that you would not benefit from going into a situation or dealing with certain individuals who were actually for your best interest and who actually did want to see you succeed and who actually really cared for you and who really loved you. You know, these are the type of individuals that will talk crap about somebody in hopes that you would not want to work further with them or be involved with them more or see things from their perspectives, etc. They were kind of hoping, for some of y'all, they were kind of hoping that you would just trust the things that they were saying, or believe how they believe, or follow them. Some of y'all, they could have thought that you're not like independent, you're not your own individual, that you're just a follower, you're not a leader, that you don't have they could have thought that you don't have your own mind or things of that sort. Like, there's something really odd. All right. So yeah, they could have been acting like they were loyal to you when they weren't, or like they really wanted the best for you when they didn't. All right. You can just, what I'm sensing strongly is that you can tell that these individuals aren't really for you. All right, that they don't really care for you, or that they don't really value you, or that they don't really think the same way as you, or that maybe they don't see you as equal, or maybe they don't value you in the ways that maybe they want you to value them. There's something like that, okay? And maybe they wanted you to think that you were wrong for valuing yourself so highly. They could have been trying to put you down somehow, or make you feel less than, or make you feel wrong for doing what's right, so to say. Okay, you have gained very deep insights into this situation. You have definitely, if you were in a not so good situation before, whatever you've been doing recently has definitely been improving your life and your situation and your ability to achieve success. All right, for some of you all, these individuals are nervous that you're going to expose them for something that they may be doing, or because you know some sort of trick, schemes, lies, scams that they're trying to work on somebody, or that they do. They could be nervous about that. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely also there's these individuals, some of y'all, this individual, they could have really thought that you were less aware of something as you are, or they could have tried to make you feel like you were at fault for something when you weren't, or that somebody was not at fault for something that they actually were. They could have been defending somebody who's actually not a really good person or not a good individual. They could have been defending them. They could have been refusing to see some sort of truth. It's something that you were able to recognize or realize about the way that these individuals think, or the way that they're seeing a situation, that showed you or proved to you, for some of y'all, that they're not someone that you want to be involved with, or that you want to defend, or that you want to stand up for, or that you want to deal with. All right. If they have not actually done anything to try to trick you, okay, or to try to manipulate you emotionally or things of that sort. Okay. Yeah, there's somebody that really loves what you have to offer. They like what you do, or who you are, or how you are. They really like that you're righteous, that you're for the right, that you have morals, you have values, that you're not tricking people, you're not lying to people, you're not scamming, you're not scheming. They may have thought that you were, for some of y'all, because possibly of what someone else may have said about you or done, or so if they weren't trying to get you to think that someone was not really for you, or that they were against you, or that you shouldn't trust them, they were trying to get somebody else to think that about you. Okay. But there was some sort of pivotal moment of some sort where you see, for some of you all, you could have been talking to the ancestors or the spirit guides, the angels, and asking them to show you what the truth is before you move forward with a situation of some sort. Or the divine, the angels, the ancestors just came and showed you. They showed you what the truth is, or what was really good, or what you needed to do. For some of you all, these individuals could have been actually suggesting certain things to you, telling you that, oh, if you do this, it will make you more successful, or oh, if you do this, this will, help you. Or maybe they were acting like they knew better about something than you, and were hoping that you would just follow them, or that you would just take their word for something. All right. But they were not worth following, or they were not worth listening to, or they were not actually giving you some sort of knowledge or wisdom for your best interest. They could have been trying to do it to keep you in a situation where you can't be as powerful as them, or to where you're not able to overcome them somehow, or to where you would always be needing them, or something like that. And so something happened where you were able to see the situation for what it really was. All right. And so now you're moving on. Like, you're not giving it too much attention. You're not really it's not ruining you. It's not getting you down. It's not stressing you. It's not none of that stuff. They could actually be upset about that. That's wild. But you're moving forward, and you're persistent. You're going to keep doing what's best for you. You're going to keep uplifting yourself. You're going to keep choosing what's right for you, what's good for you. And you're going to keep engaging in these beneficial habits. There could be some sort of very powerful habits of yours that are really good for you, that are really good for those who are actually really good for you too. And these other individuals knew that whatever you were doing that was very good for you, they saw that it was making you very successful, or that you somehow would end up being more successful than them, or not, maybe you wouldn't need them. And so instead of them really wanting the best for you, they want you to have to need them for something. And there's a difference between someone, wanting to be there for you and look out for you, just because they're a kind, generous, loving, nurturing individual, versus somebody who wants you to need them. Okay? There's a difference between that, and a difference between somebody wanting you to need them and somebody going to the extent of trying to keep you trapped, stuck, stagnant, trying to emotionally manipulate you, provoke you, all these different things to get you to do things that aren't good for you, that aren't going to allow you to be better and do better and be more independent and more self-sufficient. You see? So some of you all could have been dealing with individuals who really tried very hard to make it to where you could not be who you were always divinely meant to be. Successful, or well-known, or very spiritually powerful, or independent, things of that sort. They almost have this air of attitude. Like some of you all have this some of you all have an attitude that they don't like. Okay. And it has something to do with you not being easily manipulated, or not being easily emotionally provoked and things of that sort. Others of y'all, these individuals, or this individual, they have this if they can't have you, no one can have you type of attitude. Or if you don't do something for them, then they're going to try to make it difficult for you to be able to move forward and do your own thing. But what the divine is showing in this reading and in these cards is that that's probably not the best thing for them to do. All right. Some of you, all these individuals, are recognizing that they are wrong, but they're having a hard time admitting that they are wrong. All right. So they're trying to make it seem like they're not wrong, or they're trying to make it seem like what you believe is wrong, but it's actually correct what you believe, or you're actually on the right side of things, or you're actually righteous, you're for justice, you're for truth, you're for honesty, you're for those types of things. So some of y'all, these individuals, never thought that you would like become aware of something that they were doing, or the reasons why they were acting some sort of ways with you, or maybe they never thought that you would gain some sort of confidence in yourself, or that you would walk away from them, or that you would stop dealing with them. Some of y'all, that's what they were trying to do, was mess with your self-confidence. Wow. So some sort of spiritual trickery, if they were trying to do some sort of spiritual trickery, they were trying to get you to they were trying to get you to doubt yourself, or to not speak up about something. Or they were trying to make it to where you couldn't see the truth about who they are, what they're about, what they're doing, what they're on. They could have been trying to make you feel bad for standing up for yourself, or for calling out some really ridiculous things that they are on, or that they believe, or that, it's something like that. Some of y'all, these individuals are acting like they are one type of that they have an attraction to a certain type of individual when they actually have an attraction to the opposite type of individual. They could have been trying to use you to make themselves look better, or to gain some, like I said, they were trying to gain some sort of like profit off of you. But wow. The ancestors are saying they should have never tried to trick you. They should have never tried to trick you out of your gifts. That could be what they're thinking. Because it looks like you all are becoming, like, you're doing really well without these individuals, or now that you have recognized what the situation really is. They may want you to feel sorry for them for something that, like, some of y'all, these individuals, like, they're getting some sort of karma of some sort, and they could be wanting you to feel sorry for them because of some sort of karma that they're getting for something that they did to you. But they didn't feel sorry for you when they were doing what they were doing to you. Or when they were trying to trick you, or when they were lying on you, or when they were trying to make it to where you couldn't be as successful as you could be, or to where you couldn't be as independent as you could be, or when they were trying to use your gifts and abilities in ways that you never agreed to. They could have been trying to make you believe that you were the problem in a situation, or that you were wrong, or that something that you're doing is wrong, but it's actually correct. It's actually the right way to do something, or the right way to be, or it's the way that the divine wants you to be. I want to see more about this, y'all. In the cards. Let me get some clarification here. Yeah, it's almost like they were trying to get you to make an emotional decision of some sort. That would not benefit you, or that was not in your best interest, okay? Wow. These people are wild. Y'all. Almost like, for some of y'all, if they could, wow, if they could be, some of y'all, these individuals could have worked some sort of spiritual trickery onto you. They could have sent some sort of, like, not great spell work at you, or evil at you, or something like that. They could have talked bad about you. They could have tricked you, or they could have done something just was not great. And they're hoping that you don't do the same to them, or they're like hoping that you somehow forget them, because they think that that will release some sort of karma that they're going to gain, or that they're gaining for something that they did to you. All right. They could be like misusing spiritual teachings or spiritual knowledge of some sort. They could be acting like that they're like really religious, or that they're like really, you know, like they're really a good individual, and they're really not. They're really not. Wow. So you're different in your own valuable way. These individuals could have been trying to make you feel like you had to fit in, or you had to like go along to get along, or that you had to like be exactly the ways that they wanted you to be. It was a trick. It's because they know that there's some sort of way that you are, and it's like actually making you really successful, or making you really happy, or bringing you a lot of good stuff into your life that they don't want you to have, or that they feel like will make you need them less. For some of y'all, like I said, some of y'all, this is like some sort of weird, they have some weird need, like to make you need them, but not in a way that is like typical or normal. It's like they will go to the extent of trying to make someone else's life not great, so that they will then go back to that other individual begging, or so that they will then do what the other individual that's trying to make their life messed up will want them to do, type of thing. Like, y'all, that's wild. Yeah, it's like, for some of you all, they want you to like, they could have been trying to get you to think that you had to look a certain way, be a certain way, act a certain way, but you didn't need to, or that was not what the divine wanted of you. All right. These individuals may know the power of beliefs, so they could have been trying to get you to believe things that aren't in your best interest, or that are not good for you, or they somehow could have been, like I said, they're like acting like somebody that they're not, so that you would be more willing to trust them, or do something for them, or be there for them, or support them, when all reality they're not that. But they thought that you wouldn't see that, or you wouldn't be able to peep game somehow, or something like that, y'all. They were like hoping that you would get overly invested in a situation to the point to where you wouldn't be able to leave, or to the point to where you would mess up your own, you know, the good that you had, so then they could try to come and play savior. What? Or they could have tried to cause some sort of like messed up situation between you and the individuals who actually support you, who actually love you, who actually value you, who actually care for you. They could have been trying to make you think that those individuals didn't care for you, and didn't love you, and didn't value you, so that you would sabotage the relation that you had with them, so that then you would think that the other individual that's lying, that you would think that they're really for you, or that they're really the one helping you, or that they're the really the ones looking out for you. In all actuality, they weren't. You know, they'll say things like, or they could say things like, they're praying for you, they're hoping the best for you, they're wishing, but really behind the scenes, they're actually doing the opposite. But yet you have other individuals who really are hoping and wishing the best for you, who really do want you to succeed, who really do love you, who really do care for you, who really will have an equal give and take with you, or, you know, things of that sort. They're the ones that are actually, you know, you get what I'm saying? So it's almost like they're trying to act like they're the ones doing the good in your life when they're really not. Or like they're the savior, or they're the ones that you should be, you know, going above and beyond to please, and to show respect to, and love to, and whatever. But it's a trick. So they could have been trying to like get you so emotional that you wouldn't be able to properly hear your intuition, or listen to your intuition. They could have been intentionally trying to waste your time. They could have been trying to make you feel like you couldn't trust absolutely anybody, so that you would not be able to see who was really for you, and so that you wouldn't work with certain individuals who actually value you, who actually care for you, who actually want the best for you. Yeah. Here's another card from another deck, speaking about listening to one's intuition. You were able to pay attention to the signs from the divine. The divine sent you some sort of signs, or showed you what was up. Whether it been through your intuition, It may have taken you to do some sort of spiritual cleansing for that to happen. Others of you, you could have recognized how powerful spiritual cleansing really is. You don't have any fears about this situation or about these individuals. They could have been trying to make you fear them, but you don't. And that could be making them angry or upset or mad. Or you were able to overcome some sort of fears of some sort. You don't have them anymore. So they could have been trying to play, like I said in the beginning, they could have been trying to play off of some sort of like insecurity they thought that you had, or some sort of excessive need to be, you know, accepted, valued. They could have thought that you're a follower, you're not a leader, or you're not you're not independent, you don't have your own mind type of thing, but you do. So there was some sort of very powerful revelation of some sort that brought the truth to you. A pivotal moment of some sort. They did not expect that, or something. Something you did outsmarted this trickster, or these trickster energies, or these trickster spirits. Okay? Or they can't outsmart you. They could have been wanting you to feel worried, stressed. You know, for some of you all, these are the type of individuals that would sit up there and like love on you, and then leave you, and then have you feeling like there was something wrong with something that you did. But really they were manipulating the whole time. So that you would want to beg for them to come back, or overly prove to them that you're not what they think that you are, or whatever. But they know the whole time. Let's say that, an example, they'll say that you're a horrible person, you're not this, you're not that, you're not doing enough, and you're you know, whatever. And so they were hoping that you would go and try to overly prove to them your worth, but you already know your worth. So it's like that. They thought you were insecure for some of y'all, or that you did not know your worth, or that you didn't have some sort of confidence of some sort. They could have thought that you didn't have some sort of spiritual protection, or that you didn't really truly understand the spiritual realm. Because for some of y'all, they could have tried to work some sort of magic. Okay. Wow. Yo. Or they thought that they could make you afraid enough to where you wouldn't call them out on their bullshit, or that you wouldn't put them in their place somehow, or something like that. Or somebody else could have put you up on game about them, and they could have been trying to make that individual fear putting you up on game, and they ain't got no kind of control over that individual. Yeah, wow. So now is a time of great joy and success for you. They know this. It's like they wanted you overly worried or overly stressed so that you wouldn't be able to accomplish what you needed to accomplish. Because see, now that they know that you're not about to go for whatever this shit is that they're trying to make you go for, or that you see them for who the fuck they really are, or that you, you know, you're just not the individual they thought that you were. You're not stupid, you're not dumb, you're not insecure, you're not lacking confidence, etc., etc. So, yeah. They could be trying to send you messages. They could be trying to send spell work to you. Like I said, like, look, y'all. Trying to apologize, hoping that you don't see what it was for what it really was. Yeah, brilliant epiphanies. Wow. The Sun card and the Moon card. This could have something to do with, yeah, see, they could have been trying to, maybe you have some sort of knowledge or wisdom of some sort that they were trying to, like, they were trying to gain from you. Or get from you. Or they were hoping that you would stop sharing some sort of knowledge or some sort of wisdom, or that you would not recognize some sort of power that you have. They were hoping that you didn't give up on them, or that you didn't Yeah, they didn't want you to stop doing something that you were doing for them, or they wanted you to do something for them, and they were trying to trick you into doing it, and it just, like, you see what it is. Maybe they don't like that you're standing up for someone, or that you're defending your own honor, or protecting something of some sort. Maybe they don't like your spiritual beliefs or spiritual practices of some sort. But the reason why is because they're making you powerful. They're making you successful. So they could have been trying to, like, y'all, these individuals are, this is wild. So it's like some sort of plans that you had are working out perfectly. Something that you did, you decided not to listen to these individuals, or you decided to do something your own way, or go about something your own way, and that's what's got them mad. For some of y'all, that's what's got them really mad. Because they realize they have no, like, they don't have control over you. They can't manipulate you. Whatever trickery they were trying to get you to fall for, or to go with, or to believe in, they can't get you to do it, or they can't get it to work on you. For some of y'all, they didn't realize that you were as spiritually protected as you actually are. So they could have done something, and now they're regretting what they did. A time of great joy and success. They could have done this during a time that was like great joy and great success for you, or they wanted to try and make something so hard and difficult for you that you ask them for help, or that you feel like you need them somehow, or that you give up on something, or look, y'all. Some of y'all, they were tricked. They're being tricked. Like, they're wow. You could have tried to put them up on game and show them the truth about somebody or something. They refused to believe you, or they refused to listen, or something. You're financially stable, financially secure. You have a lot of peace and contentment in your life that they were trying to, like, somebody's mad. It could be that they're mad that you're happy with somebody else, or you're happy on your own, or you're happy in another situation of some sort, or you're doing better without them. You're honoring your ancestors. Or you're doing something a way that you know that the divine is meant for you to have, that you're meant to be doing, or that is in harmony with what the divine wants of you. All right? They could think you're supposed to be doing something else, or you're meant to be doing something else, or some other weird way. Like, in an example, right? These individuals could think, like, they could be very misogynistic, and they could think that that their misogynistic ways are the ways that God actually wants you to be, but it's actually not true. Like, God actually wants you to be another way that they would consider to be not right. So they were hoping that you would buy something that they're selling to you, or that you would, believe what they're saying, or go along with some way that they see or view the world, and that ain't it. If you would have done that, you would have been going against the divine, or against what the divine wanted of you, and that's not what you're about to do. Or they think you're supposed to be behaving or acting or thinking in some sort of way that you're not. Or they want you to be that way because they gain some sort of benefit from it. That's why. This is like the type of individuals that try to get you away from the people who love you the most, who care for you the most, who will stand up for you the most. They may try to make you think that those people are against you, or that they're not really for you, or that you need to not be involved with them, or stuff like that, to where when you do need those individuals again to get away from that individual or whatever, they're not there. Or you cause, they wanted you to cause conflict, chaos, and stuff like that in your situation, so that then they can go be and play the savior for you. Wow. It's like them trying to make you doubt some sort of knowledge that you have, or some sort of wisdom that you have, or they want you to put what they got going on, or what they have to offer, or what they're about, or what they think and believe over what you're on, or what you think and believe, over what you know is divinely meant for you to have and be and do. Y'all, you have a lot of joy and happiness in your life. Especially when you're not dealing with whatever the fuck they were trying to have you dealing with. Yeah, there was a powerful epiphany of some sort that you had. And then that allowed you and helped you to be able to see where you needed to go, what you needed to do, how you needed to handle this situation. So you could have transformed something recently or done something different. There's a powerful renewal of some sort. You may have chosen to forgive these individuals just so you ain't got to think about it no more, type of stuff. Wow, and move on from whatever it is. Like, you're just not about to, like, a fight with them or battle with them or be at odds with them. It's a waste. Like, maybe that's what they wanted you to do for some of y'all. So they could try to steal your energy, your effort, your time, so that they could have you focused on them and not on yourself. But you didn't do that. You didn't do that. You built yourself up. You kept moving on. You empowered yourself. You learned from whatever you needed to learn from, applied the knowledge and the wisdom, and now you're doing much, 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 much better. For others of you, this is what will come of the situation if you are able to make the right choices and decisions that could lead to you achieving this success. You're really intelligent. You're very respected, or you would be very respected. You're really good at communicating very well. You're able to remain objective, fair. Yeah, there was some sort of changes that you made recently, and these were definitely for the better. Definitely for the better. You have Revelations card, pivotal moments. Okay? Figuring out the truth about something, deep insight, spiritual cleansing. It's almost like somebody wants you to think that standing up for yourself or being strong is not worthy or valuable, so that you would be easier to be controlled or dominated or manipulated or something like that. But there's like some part of this that gives you power, that makes you powerful, or makes you very successful and you're not doing anything wrong. You're actually on the right side of the situation. You're actually good. You're actually very valuable and very worthy to a lot of people. You could have let go of some sort of old belief system recently, or they refuse to let go of some sort of beliefs that aren't good, that aren't beneficial, that it's like they refuse to see what the truth is. They want to hold on to some sort of bullshit just so that they don't have to admit that they were wrong about something. Yes, you continue to have faith in yourself, even when others may have tried to make you not have faith in yourself. There's very positive, beautiful changes that have brought an end to some sort of challenging times. You have a lot of hope. Okay, some of you all are shining very brightly. All right, you're attracting a lot of attention to yourself. Or maybe when you accomplish one of these major goals of some sort that you have, that's what will happen. People will start to respect you more. You'll start to make more money, or become more prosperous, or become more happy, more joyful. Wow. Some of you all, these individuals, are envious of some sort of relationship that you have. They're envious of a relationship that you have. If somebody loves you, if somebody cares for you, if somebody really values you, they're jealous of that or envious of that, or they don't like it. They'd rather you either be with them, or that could have been what they were trying to do, break up a union that you have of some sort so that you would go be with them. Or like I said, so they could try to play the savior somehow. Or they were trying to get you to think that somebody's really for you, ain't for you, so that you would be more vulnerable. Yo, what the fuck is wrong with these people, y'all? What is wrong with these individuals, man? Yo. Yo. They wanted you to be like vulnerable or something. Like, this is some sort of like really fucked up like plan or agenda or something that they had, to where you would always be stuck to them, or that you wouldn't want to leave them, or that you would be afraid to go about things on your own, or do your own thing, or value, all that shit been put to a fucking end. That evil, whatever this evil was that they had tried to work on you, or were trying to work on you, this trickster type energy, trickster spirits, they were trying to get people to think that they were really righteous, that they were really good when they weren't. Do what you love. So you're really good at something. You're really, 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 really good at what you do. They may not have wanted you to see that, or notice that, or recognize that, or realize that. Because possibly if you kept going down that path of doing what it is that you love and what you're really good at, you would start to make a lot of money, or you would start to gain a lot of attraction, or you would start to become very happy, very confident, very proud of yourself, things of that sort. And for whatever reason, they see that as like not good for them. So an example, when you're more confident, when you're more proud, when you're more happy, when you're making more money for yourself, when you're doing well for yourself, you don't need them as much. That's what they feel. For some of y'all, that's what these individuals feel. You could be being paid very good for something that you do, some sort of craft that you do, or they see that you could do really great. You work well with others. It's almost like they're trying to mess up your reputation or something. Like, what? To try to make people think that you can't be trusted, or that you're just a trickster, or that you're just lying, or that that you have some sort of ulterior motives of some sort when you don't. So you may have received some sort of news that's going to be worth celebrating, Or you're about to receive some sort of news that's worth celebrating, y'all. Wow, these individuals are going to feel real dumb once this news comes out or this information comes out. Wow. Wow, you're going to be celebrating and happy because you outsmarted some sort of trickster energy or some sort of trickster spirit. They're trying to keep you from speaking up or speaking out against whatever nonsense they were on or whatever evil they were on, whatever they were doing that was messed up, fucked up, whatever. Something like that. Or they were trying to get you to stay stuck or feel stagnant or feel like you couldn't get out of a situation when you could. It's something like that they were trying to do, but whatever this illusion was that they were trying to put on you, it has been dissolved. All right? You're not under some sort of illusion, okay? You're not being tricked. You see what the truth is. They were hoping that you didn't see what the truth was. They were hoping that maybe some sort of like something, somehow that they were hoping that that would distract you from what the truth really is. Some of you all, this is somebody that you know. This is somebody else that you know that has gone through this. And you're like going to be so happy because they see the truth now. Or justice is being served. That they're able to move on from something. Or that they're able to free themselves. That they're able to like let go of some sort of spiritual trickery that they were under. Maybe they realize that you really do love them. You really do care for them. You're really there for them. You really want the best for them. You're really not against them. You're really not their op. Somebody could have tried to turn them against you. Yo. Logic and organization will increase your success. Yeah. Yeah, somebody that was acting like a king is being dethroned. Or they're mad because their like charm is not working on Wow. The emperor then stepped in. You took charge of the situation, or you were able to lead yourself or know what was the right choice or decision for you to do. Some of you all, you could have been being offered a leadership role of some sort, and somebody could have been trying to like get you not to take that leadership role, or to like mess up an offer of some sort that you were being offered. They were not successful. Wow. Yeah, you stayed focused, determined. They're trying to like mess with your focus, or like mess with your like, but they weren't able to. They could have been trying to like make you think that something wasn't worth it, that it was. Or like I said, they were trying to distract you, or hoping that you didn't remember what they did in the past and that you would take them back, or that you wouldn't see something for what it really was. But you were able to respond in this to the situation intellectually, emotionally, intellectually as well. Yeah, y'all. There's a powerful success for you here. And for those who are righteous, see, they wanted you to be focused on the negative. They wanted you to think that things were not going to turn out the way that you expected, or that you would look forward to the good. They're trying to make you not see all the gifts that you have, all the blessings, all the happiness, all the prosperity, all the love, all the good. And you have a lot to be proud of, a lot to be happy about, thankful for, appreciative of. You're brilliant, very experienced, You're really funny. Yeah, you let go of some sort of situation or people that no longer serve you. Wow, or that aren't good for you, or they're trying to mess up the good that you have, you know? So you could be laughing at the situation, or you're choosing to like allow, like, to just laugh at them, laugh at it. It's almost like because somebody just refuses to let go of some sort of like, I'm telling y'all, they don't want to look like they're wrong because they stood on something that they shouldn't have stood on. You could have been trying to put them up on game or tell them something, or the divine showed them maybe they shouldn't act this way with you or think this way about you or something. And wow, they're about to look like a complete fool. Because now people are about to see them for who they really are. They're trying so hard to like, wow, to make you look like you were the bad one, or to try to trick you or whatever. People see them for what they really are, or what this really is, or what really happened, what really went on. They couldn't make people hate you. They couldn't make people see you as like, somebody to be shunned, somebody who's just trying to do bad to people who are doing good. Yep. You're about to be enjoying the fruits of your labors, or that's what you've been doing, or that's what the divine is telling you to do. Enjoy the fruits of your labors. Okay, some of y'all may be destined to live a luxurious life if that's what you want. Or you could be being told to get yourself something special, you know, or that's what you did recently. Happily and successfully self-employed. So some of y'all have your own business. You may like to enjoy your solitude, enjoy being to yourself, enjoy your freedom, your wow, and victory, y'all. Wow. What? Oh my goodness. The end of challenging times. Things are looking up. A welcome relief. Wow. The end of depression. So if you were feeling some type of way about this, y'all about to be real happy. You're about to be real happy. Okay? Because it's going to feel like it was all worth it. Somebody was being overly judgmental against you. For not a good reason. Wise choices that bring public recognition and success. Promotions, awards, or scholarships. The opportunity for new happiness. A weight off your shoulders. Wow. Wow. So some of you all, somebody could have been trying to make you feel like you can't be without them. You were able to overcome something that you recognize that you didn't want to be overly dependent on. Or you realize that you were able to, you know, support yourself, do for yourself. Wow. Wow, y'all. You made the right choice, the right decision. The right things are happening. They truly want you to succeed. So you found a good group, a good crew, or you have faith in yourself, or things are just working really well for you. It's going really, really well for you, y'all. Okay? Somebody could have tried to embarrass you, but you're not embarrassed. right? So let's say they try to leave you or make you feel like you were unwanted, like you actually became happy. Something. Y'all, people love what you have to offer, okay? Trusting yourself, trusting your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels. You're doing great, y'all. You're doing really, really well, okay? You're highly respected, or something that you're doing is going to be highly respected. With that being said, y'all, I'll see y'all in the next reading.